Hello beautiful humans, welcome back to Intuitive Moves. If this is your first time, welcome. I'm Lana and I'll be guiding you through your 20-minute gentle, beginner-friendly flow today. So you don't need anything, maybe a mat if you have one, otherwise find some space and we'll get started. We'll get started in a seated position today, however is comfortable for you. Maybe you're cross-legged, maybe your legs are out long, maybe you're in a butterfly position, whatever feels good in your body. Sitting up nice and tall, lifting up your shoulders, rolling them back, just relaxing them away from your ears. Maybe you'd like to close down your eyes or soften your gaze. Just start to bring your awareness inward. See if you can let go of any external pressures, any stresses that you might be holding on to. Just gently scanning through your body from the crown of your head all the way down to your fingers and toes. Not trying to change anything, not casting any judgments. Just simply noting how you are today, how you've arrived on your mat. Checking in with your physical body, your mental body, and your energy body. We'll gently shift this awareness to your breath. Again, not trying to change it, just simply noticing. Notice how deep or shallow it might be, how fast or slow. Whether you're inhaling through your nose or your mouth, and where it's landing in your body, maybe it's your belly, your ribs, your chest. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, gently releasing all the air to sink up. And as you inhale, fill your belly, followed by your ribs, lastly your chest. And as you exhale, your chest falls, ribs hug in, belly button draws to spine. Inhale, belly rises, ribs expand, collarbones lift. Exhale, collarbones fall, ribs hug in, belly button draws to spine. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Keep this going at your own pace. Matching your inhales with your exhales, exploring your full yogic breath, filling all three chambers of your lungs, and emptying fully as you feel your belly button gently draw into your spine. And based on how you've arrived on your mat today, I invite you to set an intention for today's flow, for today's practice. Maybe that's to just experience the flow and surrender. Maybe it's to connect with your breath or let go of the outside world. Maybe it's something completely different. Whatever your intention, bring it to the front of your mind and let it guide you through today's practice. Option to keep your eyes closed here, or gently blinking them open, and let's just take our ear over to the right hand side, finding a nice stretch through your neck. Maybe you find a little bit of movement, chin goes down and up. Maybe rocking your head down and around, whatever feels nice. Maybe working through any tension or holding. 2 more breaths on this side. And on your next exhale, gently coming through center all the way over to the other side, ear to shoulder, finding a nice neck stretch. And maybe finding some movement. Two more breaths here. And on your next exhale, gently coming back to center. Let's take 2 big shoulder rolls. Shoulders come up, back, and down. Last one, shoulders come up, back, and down. Bring your hands to your knees. Seated cat-cows. Open out your chest, look to the sky. Exhale to round out through your spine. Look to your belly button. Inhale to open out your chest. And exhale to round out through your spine. Keep this going with your breath. Maybe you'd like to explore some chest circles, bringing your chest all the way around. Alternating sides. feeling into the movement, start to move intuitively. Whatever feels nice in your body. We have another 3 breaths to explore this movement. Try not to worry about what it looks like. Just worry about what it feels like. Start to move freely. There are no limitations here. And on your next exhale, let's gently find our way back to center, sitting up nice and tall. Let's rock over to our hands and knees. Tuck your toes, press your hips to the sky and just pedal out through your feet. So bending one knee at a time. We don't need to be pressing all the way through the chest just yet if it doesn't feel right. Maybe you drop one knee in front of the other. And if you're ready for it, maybe you pulse that chest through your shoulders. Again, listening to your body. And on your next exhale, gently finding stillness, take your eye gaze to your fingers and take little baby steps all the way to your hands. Take as many as you need. We'll find ragdoll. Hold on to opposite elbow. Let your head hang loose. Bend your knees as much as you need. If you're at home, maybe putting a pillow between your hips, between your chest and your thighs, just giving yourself a little bit of cush. Maybe you sway side to side, bounce up and down, whatever feels good. Really thinking of this as a spinal release. So with every exhale, can you create a little bit more space between each vertebrae? Can you get the crown of your head any closer to the floor? And gently finding stillness, release your hands to the ground. Tuck your pelvis, roll up through each vertebrae all the way to stand. Roll your shoulders all the way up and back as you find the top. Inhale to reach your hands to the sky. Grow a little bit taller with the left hand side, and exhale to take it over to the right. Take your eye gaze under your top bicep. We hold here for 2 breaths. Trying to keep that weight even through your feet. Inhale back to center. Let's change side. Reach tall with our right hand, and exhale to take it over to the side. Eye gaze goes under your top bicep. Weight is even through your feet. One more inhale here. Exhale to come back to center. Bring your palms together. Squeeze through your glutes. Lift up to the sky. Maybe open out through your chest for an inhale. And exhale to circle your hands all the way down to the ground, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Option for hands on your shins, or maybe they hover on your mat. And we're just looking for a nice long line from the crown of your head to your tailbone. So imagine you're a nice flat table here. We hold for 1 inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back to a high plank. Option to stay on your toes here, or option to lower your knees to the ground. Chaturanga, lowering your chest down to the ground, hugging your elbows into your ribs. We hold for an inhale and exhale to press all the way back up. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale to lower, hug your elbows in. Exhale to press, last one. Inhale to lower, all the way down to your mat. Keep your hands next to your lower ribs. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your head and chest up off the ground. Really think of being active through your posterior chain, so elbows hug together. Shoulder blades pull down towards your hip pockets. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your knees into your thighs, and press the tops of your feet into the ground. We hold here for an inhale. And exhale to relax back down to your mat. Press back onto your knees, 4-point kneeling. Option to stay here, or option to lift your hips to the sky for downward facing dog. Let's spread all 10 fingers nice and wide. Let your head hang loose, let your chest drop between your shoulders, and actively press your heels to the ground. It's okay if your knees are bent. It's okay if your heels don't touch the ground. Think of opening your tailbone up to the sky. We hold here 2 breaths. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale to rise up on your toes, big bend in your knees, look to your fingers. Step, hop, or walk to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine, find your variation. Exhale to fold. Inhale, tall mountain, circle your hands to the sky. And exhale, press your hands together, bring them to your heart space, Samasthiti. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. And exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back. Find your vinyasa, either on your toes or your knees, lowering down, elbows hug in. Inhale to find your back bend, maybe baby cobra. Maybe you'd like to explore upward facing dog, lifting your thighs off the ground, staying strong through your glutes. And exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths, in and out through your nose. Make any adjustments you need to in your body. Last inhale. And exhale. Inhale to look forward, rise up on your toes, bend your knees. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, tall mountain, circle your hands. And exhale, hands heart center, Samasthiti. We have one more round. Inhale to reach tall. This is also known as Surya A. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back, high to low plank. Find your variation. Inhale, your choice of back bend, baby cobra or upward dog. And exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale. Let's bring our big toes together at the back of the mat. Inhale, right leg reaches to the sky, 3-leg dog. Hips are square to the ground and active through both legs, especially this extended leg. So think of drawing your kneecap into your thigh. We hold here for 1 inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Dome out through the upper back to create space as you step your right foot to your right thumb. Let's drop our back heel, our left heel down to the ground. And on your exhale, arms windmill up and over, warrior 2. We bend into that right leg. Eye gaze goes over your front middle finger. And we're looking for our right heel to be somewhat in line with the left heel. Maybe it's in line with the arch of your back foot. Shoulders are over hips. And without moving your legs, have the sensation of your heels hugging together so we're nice and strong here. Let's stay here for 2 breaths. 1 more inhale. Inhale to reach all the way forward, flip your palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior, keep your legs where they are. Maybe your eye gaze goes to the sky, or if that's uncomfortable, maybe it looks back down to your left heel. Whatever that feels better in your body. 2 breaths here. 1 more inhale. And exhale, both hands windmill all the way down to the ground. Step your right foot to meet your left foot. Option to press straight back to down dog. Option to find your vinyasa, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, your choice of back bend. And exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. I'm just going to turn around. You stay exactly where you are. Bring your big toes together. Inhale, left leg to the sky this time. Both legs are active, especially that extended left leg. Pull your left knee into your thigh. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Dome out through your upper back to create space. And step your left foot to your left thumb. It's okay if you need to take multiple steps. Let's drop our back heel, our right heel down to the ground. And arms windmill up and over. We bend into the left leg. Eye gazes over the front middle finger. Shoulders over hips, and we add that resistance. Left knee, left toe face the front of the mat. Right toes are facing 2 o'clock. Find that breath. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale to reach all the way forward, flip your palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Keep the bend in your left leg. We hold here for 2 breaths. Remember our variations, option for eyes to the sky or maybe down to the ground. 1 more inhale. Exhale, both hands windmill all the way down to the ground. Step your left foot to meet the right. Option to press straight back down to dog. Option to find your vinyasa, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's find our breath here. In and out through the nose. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Rise up on your toes. Bring your knees wide on your mat. Big toes come together and we sink our hips down towards your heels. Reach your fingers to the front of the mat. Child's pose. Let your forehead rest down on the ground. If this is uncomfortable, maybe finding a pillow underneath your head. Lift your elbows up off the mat and hug your shoulder blades down to the ground. On your inhale, feeling your ribs expand wide. And on your exhale, they hug in, your belly button gently draws to spine. We have 2 more breaths here. Walk both hands over to the left-hand side, right hand on top of the left. Draw your right shoulder blade down to the ground so we find a nice side body stretch here. 2 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale to change sides over to the right-hand side, left hand on top of right. Hug your left shoulder blade down to the ground. One more inhale. And exhale to return back to center. Let's press up into a 4-point kneeling. And we'll just spin around to lay on our backs. Having a lie down all the way down to the ground. Let's cross our right ankle over left knee and press that right knee away from you. We're looking for a glute stretch through the outside of this right hip. So if you're not feeling much here, maybe hug your left knee into your chest while pressing your right knee away from you. Keep that breath nice and controlled. Maybe you need to wiggle side to side to find a more intense stretch. We hold for 1 more inhale. And exhale. Keep your right ankle where it is and just lower your left foot down to the ground. Arms are out to the side just to get out of the way. And on your exhale, let your right foot roll all the way down to the ground on the left-hand side. We find a gentle twist here. If you want to intensify this any more, just cross your knees over before we rock over. Trying to keep both shoulder blades on the ground. We have 2 breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale to gently come back to center. Unravel your legs. Let's come into the other side. Left ankle crosses over right. Press that left knee away. Option to stay here. Option to hug that right knee into your chest while still pressing that left leg away. Two more breaths here. Last inhale. Exhale, keep your left foot where it is. Right foot lands on the ground, arms out wide, and exhale, left foot lands on the floor. And if we want to intensify any more, just crossing those knees over, rocking over to the side. Maybe your eye gaze goes over the opposite hand, and we're just looking to keep both shoulder blades on the ground. 2 breaths. And on your next exhale, gently rolling onto your back, unravel your legs. Let's find happy baby. Kick both feet up to the sky, holding onto your knees, your ankles, or maybe your feet, and draw your knees into your armpits and press your tailbone to the ground. Maybe we stay static here. Maybe you'd like to wiggle side to side. Just looking for an opening through your inner thighs into your groin. We have 2 more breaths here to explore this movement. One more inhale. And exhale to release your arms and legs long on your mat. Take up as much space as you would like to. Take any little movements, any little fidgets that help you relax here as we make our way to our final resting pose. And as you start to find stillness here, just scanning through your body, noticing how you feel now versus how you felt when you first stepped on your mat today. Maybe reconnecting with that intention you set for yourself. Maybe using this time to reflect on your practice. Maybe there was something you learned about yourself. Maybe that's something you could take with you in your everyday life. Maybe you found some creative ideas. And gently closing down your eyes or softening your gaze. And let's take 3 big breaths here together, taking an inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. 2 more just like that, big inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. And last one, big inhale. And sighing it out. Shavasana. Feel free to hang out here as long as you would like to. If you're ready to get back to the day, maybe introducing some little movements, rolling your wrists, your ankles, maybe licking lips, rocking your head side to side. When you're ready, maybe finding a full body stretch, taking your hands up over your head, pointing your toes, arching your back. Maybe hugging your knees into your chest, giving yourself a cuddle or rolling over to your favorite side. And when you're ready, gently making your way up to a seated position. We'll meet with our eyes closed or gaze softened. Bring your hands to your heart space. Allow your head to bow to your fingertips. May you remember that you are enough and you are always enough. In honor of today's practice and the energies we shared, together we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for flowing with me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, requests, leave them down in the comments below. And as always, I would appreciate it so much if you subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time on the mat.